What's going on, everybody? How's it going, man? Hopefully, you all had a nice week, rather. I ain't go nowhere near my bankroll. I seen some really, really nice college hits across the industry. Shout out to you guys, that've been killing it in the college and the NHL. NFL is back. I mean, NBA is back, man. I'm feeling really good. That break was really nice for me. Uh, did everything outside of bet, man. Caught up with life, and things like that. And I think that's really, really important. Not a big time, not a big fan of the other sports. We'll be diving into MLB when that come around, but that's neither here or there. All right, so we got 7 games today. Some okay games, man. So let's get right into it. We got 208.5 over under in this one. Cleveland favored by, Cleveland favored by 7 on the road here. I ain't gonna lie, right off the bat, just looking at that spread, anything can happen, but I definitely have slight. That I don't know. I might have some interest in that spread, leaning towards Detroit. But, injury news and notes for this one. We know we have no Karis LeVert, no Darius Garland. All right, Laurie Markkinen, he practiced in full Wednesday. I expect him to be a full go here. Frank Jackson is questionable, and that's about it for the significant injuries there. I really want to see what they're looking like as far as the point guard situation here. I don't know if you'll get a start from Goodwin or somebody like Rondo. I'd imagine Rondo will probably get the start. In the absence of Darius Garland, we'll probably see somebody like Kevin Love get added usage coming off the bench, and can't forget about him because, he's not always listed early with the rest of the guys, okay? Where I have some interest at, of course, I have some interest in double doubles for guys like Jared Allen. And if you want to see what the double doubles are looking for him, it's going to be like minus 160. So it's got some juice on it. Don't matter if you parlay it up with something. That's all right with me. Oh my God, here we go. That's all right with me. But so I don't have an interest. I don't have I don't mind that there. All right. So I don't have a lean in this game. Tell you the truth, I don't have a lean in this game. Cleveland Cavaliers, I don't know, man. Anytime you lean towards player performance doubles, the underdogs, their player performance doubles are always rated higher. So that's something to look out for there. I can't even bet on this game. Okay? Props that I like here that I'm going to have some interest in. I'm going to have some interest in the points prop for Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And in the rebound category, I just think Isaiah Stewart's going to have to be out there, barring any foul trouble, and excuse me, Jared Allen will give up some rebounds. He's had a decent rebounding game against them, and Cleveland did beat these guys one time. I'll have to go back and fact check that, but don't quote. Yeah, Detroit did beat Cleveland. I think Detroit beat them last time they played. Let's see. Yeah, right. It was 115 to 105. And then, so they played twice this year, and it was the first game was 98 to 78. So that total is kind of in jeopardy right now. But I won't be going to that total. These guys have been having some rest. We have 208.5, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think Jared Allen and Isaiah Stewart can get there on their rebound props today. So that's something to keep an eye out on right there. Last time these two teams played, let me see. Jared Allen, he had 9 rebounds. I think he got, he wasn't in too much foul trouble, but he had 9 rebounds. He also had 15 points. Evan Mobley had 9 rebounds as well. And then you had some Isaiah Stewart, which he played I think he played 32 minutes or something like that, but he had 12 rebounds. So I do have some. I mean, I think they can both get there. If I had to really, really choose, I probably would go. If I had to choose, I probably would go Isaiah Stewart rebounds, Jared Allen points. I don't know, man. It is what it is, but I have some interest in both of those props there. All right. So yeah. Interesting game here. Interesting game. And then if I go over to the 3-point props, you guys know, you know, uh, uh, they Cleveland gonna have that paint clogged up, man. Cleveland gonna have that paint clogged up. They don't have too many flamethrowers over here, but a nice parlay piece would be a Cade Cunningham 2 threes, minus 128. I mean, it is what it is. 2 threes. Not the he hasn't been the best. You know what I'm saying, but 2 threes. It's worth taking a stab at for me. Same game parlays and Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey can really really get hot, and like I say, in my opinion, you have to be able to stroke it to beat Cleveland. So his 3-point prop is definitely in play. Um, he's hit last time these two teams played. He hit 3 3-pointers, and then he actually had 30 points, and Cade Cunningham didn't play the game, but yeah, he was really firing it up. You know what I'm saying? So that 2.5 is not out of the question. I can see myself going to a 2 as well. You can catch a 2 for him and 2 for Cade Cunningham, and you can get out of there with plus money. So it's a lot of ways you're going to be able to get to plus money here. A lot of injuries, a lot of places where we know where the usage is going to be coming from. So like I said, you know what I'm saying, that's those are a few props that I do like. You can go to even you can go to Mobley and Jared Allen 15 points apiece and parlay that up for 159. So it should be a decent way to get your money here. All right. I had to talk about that Cleveland game because we had significant injuries on the Cleveland side, and there's money to be made there. Boston Celtics at Brooklyn Nets here, 214 over under here. Boston Celtics favored by 8. Right off the back, I got interest in Boston Celtics. I remember when they made that trade, Boston Celtics went up there and blew them out by 31. I knew they was going to do that. 31 plus, I had them for that. I knew they was going to do that there. Yeah, so let's talk about rebounds here, all right? Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. All right, Drummond, his rebound sitting at 10.5. All right, where I have some interest at here is I ain't gonna lie here. I'm gonna have to take some stabs at it, man. You'll see Drummond going up against the likes of somebody like Al Horford and Time Lord Robert Williams. Just to get a straight double for Drummond, you can get that at plus money. In fact, everybody's double right here. You can get it at plus money. Robert Williams, they haven't put his props up yet, but he is expected to play. So I might sprinkle stuff here. I'm probably gonna have to. So you get that at plus 150 there, okay? But other than that, I mean, it's Boston Celtics for me in this one. They got a lot of players in the player pool to throw you off. They're going to end up adding more, and we got some high point totals up there for guys like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I got to go towards. I got to lean towards Brooklyn. Boston in this one here. Not too fond of that spread, but as the defense that they've been playing. And how well they've been playing lately, it's a possibility that they can cover. Don't get it twisted on that side right there. The under is 4-0 in their last 4 games. I'm sorry. The under is 5-0 in their last 5 games following an ATS loss. So you know what I'm saying. But we coming off the All-Star break, man. So. I could probably try to delete a little bit of that, a little bit of those trends. You know what I'm saying? I could look at some head-to-head matchup trends, and the over is 5-1. In the last 6 meetings between the two teams. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really take none of that into consideration. If you believe some of these guys come out really, really hot here, Of course, you get Patty Mills 3-point prop is juiced up at plus 170. I mean, at minus 172. We know he does have 5-3 upside. Steph Curry, I got a little interest in that 2.5 there. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, it just is what it is. Jaylen Brown sitting there at 2.5. It's a pick your poison thing when it comes to these guys here. One prop that I was really looking at really hard was well, who was it? Al Horford, assist prop 2.5. He's averaging around 3.5 assists. Nothing guaranteed, just something, just a little lean that I'm probably gonna sprinkle something on. I don't know, man. And sometimes they do like to run the offense through him a little bit. So right, like I said, he can miss, but he's averaging 3.5 assists on the season. Even if you want to go down to a 2, it's painful, but it is what it is. And then honorable mention. Jason Tatum, he has been dropping dimes lately. Okay, so let me tell you what Jason Tatum has been doing. He's been his last three. He's hit this number in 3 out of his last 4 games. Okay, so he's had assists in the area of 5, 6, 3, 5. Okay, 4, 7, 1, 9, 5, 7, 4. You know the drill. If you want to go down to something like a 4 or something like that, you'll still get a decent number, like, what I'm saying? So those are a few props that I have been scoping out outside of those high-ass point totals that, props that they have at 25 and 27. Even though these guys do the heavy lifting, I just can't see myself going there. It's hard to figure out which one of these guys are going to pop off, So let's keep it moving here. Atlanta at my Chicago Bulls. Yeah, you heard it. My Chicago Bulls. This is 236 over under in this one. Chicago Bulls favored by 4 at home. This is the 3rd time these two teams played. Chicago Bulls took both games. This is Atlanta. I mean, they're gonna be trying to get back here. You know what I'm saying? So interesting things to point out here. Chicago. Chicago's been playing some good ball. They 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. Okay, they have been covering. All right. We got a 236.5 total here. Last time these two teams played, I mean, they played what? They played twice this season already, I believe, maybe 3 times. They played twice. Okay, so they've went over this total both games, and then the scores were almost identical. Okay, it was 131 to 117 in December 29th, and they played on December 27th at 118 to 130. Okay, so one thing I'll tell you, like, these coaches won't let you know when players come off minutes limits, and it looks like Clint Capella is off. Okay, he's had some decent rebounding totals both times that he played Chicago Bulls. He rebounded the ball. He had 15 rebounds in one game, and then he had I think he had 13 rebounds. No, 17. No, he had let me see. 16 rebounds in the other game. So, this rebound prop is definitely in jeopardy here at 10.5. And then he had a double-double in one of those games. The other games, he had 8 points. So if you feel like, you want to go to a double-double for Clint Capella, you're not going to keep seeing this shit like this here. You're going to get a double-double, a straight double-double without the win at plus 125. It's doable. We know it's doable. I don't know if he'll get there, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like the rebounding matchup. It's gonna be interesting to see how they implement Tristan Thompson into this role here. There should not be no John Collins here. But I can only look towards the Bulls in this one, if you ask me. Another player here is a double-double candidate. You're going to get somebody like Trae Young, double-double candidate. So, his double-double is sitting, I think it was sitting at minus 130. Let's go back and see. minus 130. Yeah, minus 130. So that's something that you can look at there. He has been, he was destroying my Bulls. You can also look at his PRAs or whatever the case may be with that. You'll get the over under sitting at 9.5. Yeah, so I remember the Bulls. I remember Zach LaVine had 30. Like, I mean, they really was. The usage was really concentrated at one point. I mean, the last time these two teams played, Vucevic had 24, DeRozan had 35, and LaVine had 30. So there you have that. I mean, there was no Lonzo Ball, so points can be put up here. Another thing I want to point out is LaVine, he had that little surgery or whatever he did, the little drainage of the knee or whatever he did. I forgot what it was, but he, it's a possibility he could be limited. I don't know. Or he just don't get those monster minutes like, he used to get. So that's something to keep your ear to the streets, all right? But yeah, and as far as the 3 points, if you don't want to mess with LaVine's points here, you can go to his 3-point prop. I mean, man, it's at 2.5, and that's something that I'm not opposed to getting to, so I don't mind that. Trae Young 2.5 at minus 140. I don't mind that either. Of course, both of them are juiced up. You have to probably parlay these guys, parlaying up, and then Kevin Huerter, he does have upside on this. I don't mind if you get to 3 threes for him, and don't forget you got guys like Bogdanovich and stuff like that coming off the bench. Okay. So yeah, a lot of stuff to like here about this game. It's the Bulls for me. Official play for me. I'm betting the Bulls, and then might have slight interest in the Vucevic double and the win. So that's what I'm looking at there. Moving along here. Moving along. Minnesota, Memphis Grizzlies at Minnesota Timberwolves. 240 over under in this one. Yeah, you see it. 240 over under. Anytime you see Minnesota Timberwolves, all you think about is over. And then Memphis Grizzlies, they have gravitated to being an over team as well. Okay, so yeah, so man. Look at that total. I can't bet that. I can't bet that. I can though. And they had some totals. Minnesota has had some totals that high lately, and they hit them. You know what I'm saying? So Memphis, on the other hand, the Memphis 8-0. The over is 8-0 in Grizzlies' last 8 games, man. So they've been putting up some points, man. The over is 8-0 in Grizzlies' last game as favorites. You know what I'm saying? So they've been going over. And you guys already know that. Can't preach it enough. The same thing with Minnesota. The over is 4-0 in Minnesota's last 4 games as an underdog. The over is 4-0 in Minnesota last 4 games following a double-digit loss at home. And, the over is 5-0 in Timberwolves' last 5 games versus a team with a winning percentage above 600. So the over is trending ultra hard there. So right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? A lot of points expected to be scored here. We got a 2.5-point spread. We're going to love this game for same game parlays. Let's go over here to the rebounding section first. We're going to have, what do we have? Steven Adams, his rebound proper sitting at 9.5. Barton any foul trouble, I'm going to like that. It is juiced up, though. It is juiced up at 140. I want to have some interest in that, though. You know what I'm saying? Karl-Anthony Towns will give up some rebounds, all right? Speaking of Karl-Anthony Towns, his rebound proper sitting at 9.5. I don't know if I'll go there. I rarely don't go to his rebounds, man. You'll get his 8 rebound proper and something and same game parlays for a decent number, man, and a decent number on the parlay side. But I don't know if I'll get that, man. You can go to somebody like a Steven Adams and a Karl-Anthony Towns rebounds prop, and you could just about put anything at 8 rebounds. You could just about put anything right there with it. You know what I'm saying, and get to plus money. You know what I'm saying, because it's already a minus 123 right there. But I'm so skeptical, man. I'm telling you, I'm so skeptical of getting to a 8 rebound prop for Karl-Anthony Towns, because I rarely go to his rebounds, man, and he knows how to he knows how to really, really sell. So, you could put anything up there. You could put a Russell up there, Jared Jackson for 15 points, anything up there to get to a plus money right there for that there. So yeah, Ja Morant, he's been doing big dog things, man. You know what I'm saying? So that 29.5 is not out of the realm of possibilities. It's definitely too high for me. Desmond Bain, that 20 is too high for me. I would be going for raw points for these guys here. You know what I'm saying? Raw points for these guys and in insane game parlays, raw points for these guys and alternates. That's what I'd be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be coming down here to something like the 15-point area, jumping on a Desmond Bain or something like that. A D'Angelo Russell, not opposed to getting something like that. Okay, so any combination of these three or whatever could get you the plus money. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind something like a Jared Jackson Jr. Or getting to a 3-point prop for him. You know what I'm saying? So 20-point area, you'll have to look at somebody like Ja Morant when it comes. I'll be coming around to him to around about the 25-point area or something like that. And then Karl Anthony Towns, 20 points is not out of the realm of possibilities, and along with Anthony Edwards. I have to go through these plays right here. These are some of my favorite plays. I have to go through these plays and see. These are just in the point section here. As far as peripherals outside of those rebounds right there that I got up there, I have to look at somebody like D'Angelo Russell's assists here. Assist prop sitting at 6.5. I would really look at his assists before I look at his points. You know what I'm saying? But it's really like with D'Angelo Russell, it's an assist and 3-point thing for me. So I have to look at his assists. I would probably scratch his points, you know what I'm saying? But we know he has the best matchup on the board. So that's the way I feel about that situation. But 2.5 threes, it's juiced up, but in the same game parlay, that's not out of the realm of possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Edwards. You know what I'm saying? You got the 3-point champ over here, Karl Anthony Towns. He's hit a 3-pointer in 15 straight games. So that's something to keep an eye out on. And Desmond Bain is shooting the ball really well from behind the arc on the road. So you're gonna see you get plus money for that 3.5. That's not out of the question either. If you want to come down to 2.5 for Desmond Bain, you'll get that at minus 192. Pretty good number for same game parlays. So I'll have to decipher through some of those plays. You guys got plays in that area? Let me know, man. That's a pretty nice. It's going to be a pretty nice game for same game parlay, especially if you're not trying to be greedy. All right. We got Phoenix Suns at Oklahoma City Thunder here. Right off the back, the Thunder, they just got so many people on the injured list here. I'd imagine you're going to, we got 217.5 over under. All right. Phoenix Suns favored by 10. No Chris Paul, no campaign, okay? So we're going to have to resort to guys like who else they got? Aaron Holiday and Shamet and who else? Who else? I mean, Elfrid Payton and guys like that, man. So we're just gonna have to see who Phoenix Suns gonna try to run out there for points for point guard. So you're probably gonna see elevated numbers from guys like Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Devin Booker, he's been roasting these guys. We do get Shaq Gilgeous-Alexander back. He might be limited on his minutes. But, right now I can only look towards Phoenix Suns in this one. This Phoenix or nothing for me. Won't be betting that spread, even though I think they can cover it. So I have a slight lean on that spread as well. But Chris Paul does mean a lot to this team. We all know that. I want to see who starts at point guard. That's going to be really, really interesting to me. Devin Booker, like I said, he's been torching these guys. I think they played twice. I think he's went over 30 points in both of those times, so I like the matchup. He should be a monster going forward, so we know that. You're going to have to really, really look for DeAndre Ayton to step up here. He needs to step up, okay? I have some interest in that 15 and a half for him. Double-double. I don't have no interest. I mean, I don't have no choice but to be interested in the double-double. You get a regular double-double for him for minus 140. A double-double on the win, which I'm going to take some stabs at for DeAndre Jordan, is going to be plus 120. It would be a nice time for me to ride the wave. Yes, he can smash this player point prop. We do know he has 20-point upside. If you're feeling like you want to go up there, you'll get 20 points for him and plus 220, okay? Not going to go off into details and about all these other guys, whatever the case may be. As you can see, they are expecting Devin Booker to be really, really active in this assist category. They got it juiced up at 7.5 already. His rebound prop is sitting at 5.5. At plus money, it's nothing wrong with that. Sweet spot, same game parlays. For me, it's going to be 4. You're going to get it like that at minus 350, 330. So, you got that working for you. And then last but not least, I'll talk about Macau Bridges, who has been playing good ball. And he's going to have to, keep it up, man. He's been killing it, man. This boy has had double figures in 13 of his last 15 games. 14 points or better in each and every last one of those games, and in each and every last one of those 13 games. So he's been, playing some good ball, man. He still will sell you from behind the arc, so don't get it twisted. His 3-point prop should still be around 1.5 though. So I guess, yeah. So you get that at plus money. Plus money. You get that at plus money. It's a straight bet for me if I even want to go there. What is the 1-3 for him? Pretty decent number too. 1-3. All right, pretty decent number. So you can look at something like I wouldn't mind throwing it in the parlay, throw that in a pot. You know how we do it. With our minus 300s. You know how we do it. But that's all I got for that one, man. I really liking Ayton in that one, a double-double. Golden State Warriors at Portland Trail Blazers, 223.5 over under in this one. Golden State Warriors favored by 9.5. Right off the back, let's see what we got here. All right. Not going to talk about too much for the Warriors side. I ain't going to lie. All right. So let's just focus on Portland Portland side of things. Okay. So let's go back here to the 3-point props right here. So I want to tell you guys something here. All right. You got to have, now this is going to be a painful play here, but you got Josh Hart, all right? He's taking 3 threes. I mean, he's hit 3 threes or better in 3 straight games. The usage is there for him. So, it's good to see him. You know what I'm saying? You can get a 2 threes for him at minus 146, all right? Now, let's talk about Anthony Simons. We know he has 5, 6, 7, 3 upside. He's hit 5 threes or better in 4 of his last 5 games. Threes totaling out at 5, 7, 6, 5, 3, and 5. So, if you want to get to a 5 3-point point, he's sitting up to like Curry, at plus 110 for 5 threes. The usage is going to be there. If you don't want to go there, you can go to raw points, all right? What else did I want to talk about here? I had one thing I wanted to, player combos, okay? Justice Winslow, PRAs, player comp. This is PRAs if you don't know what it is, all right? So let's look at Justice Winslow. His PRA is sitting at 23.5. He's hit this in, I believe, I want to say his last 3 games, okay? Well, his last game, he hit it on, 23.5, 23.5, 23.5. Yeah. So he's hit this in 3 straight games, all right? He's gonna have it, he does a little everything, he stuffs the stat sheet, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that you can look at there. And keep in mind, closer to lock, you are able to alter these from same game parlays. You are able to alter them, all right? Now, it's a pick your poison thing when it comes to Golden State Warriors. Man, you guys know what it is. Can only look towards the Warriors in this one and maybe same game parlays. But those 3 players, I had to point it out there. We know we won't have Nurkic at the end. So with that being said, there will be no Nurkic and You can look at guys like Trenton Warford. He might pop up on the books. I could look for him. I'd imagine he'd probably get the start, and then somebody like Greg Brown or something like that maybe might back him up or something like that. So you got to do your research and look into those guys. All right, it's Golden State or nothing in this one. No. Last but not least, somebody calling me early in the morning like that. Last but not least, Denver Nuggets at Sacramento Kings. Okay. We got a 4.5 spread here. Denver Nuggets favorite on the road. 233.5 over under. It's pretty high. Ain't no pretty high. It's really high. All right. So, man, one thing I can say about these teams here, they've been trending over. All right. First of all, the Nuggets. All right. The Nuggets, they 4-0 and they against the spread. They last 4 road games. Okay. The Nuggets, they 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Okay, now the over is 5-1 in Nuggets' last 6 games, following a straight up win. So they've been covering lately, and they've been going over. So this spread is kind of tight right here at 4.5. So it is what it is. Now Sacramento, all right. The over between Sacramento is 6-1 in the Kings' last 7 games overall. So that's something to look at. The over is 4-0 in the Kings' last 4 games overall as an underdog, man. So, that's something to keep in mind there. And then between these two teams, the over is 5-0 in their last 5 meetings. Okay. So these teams has played, let's see, how many times these two teams played? These teams played 3 times. These two teams played twice already, and they have went over this total. So January 7th, the total was 232, and then February. No, you know what? I'm sorry. They only played once this season. This season, but yeah, the last 2 games went. The last 3, 4, damn, it was 121 to 111, 119 to 114, 125 to 115. Then you had an OT game, 122 to 124. Then you got 120 to 135. Yeah, so man. If they ain't been going over, they've been right there knocking on the door the last 5 games. So, of course, these two teams, these guys have different identities right now. They're different makeups and stuff like that. But the still the same song. Now, right off the back, I ain't gonna lie, man. Looking at Darren Fox, looking at what he's been doing lately, I ain't got no. And the way these games have been trending. I ain't gonna have no choice but to have some interest, because they did turn the keys over to him, man. So he's hit this point prop in let's see, 6 straight games: 33, 26, 26, 27, 29, 27, 14. Then he come back with a 27 and 29. He's been on absolute fire. All right, so and then the shot attempts has been in the area of 20 each game, except for the game before last, which is 18. So you gotta like that. I really like that. You know what I'm saying? He's hit 2 threes or better in 4 out of his last 5 games. So we can go check his 3-point prop here, and that's something that you might want to get to. You know what I'm saying? So Darren Fox over 1.5 threes at plus money. So that's really, really nice right there. Okay. Don't mind getting there. All right. Another player I was looking at is Will Barton. All right. He hasn't hit a 3 in 2 games. Okay. So if you want to get to but he does hit them in the bunches. If you want to get to that, you know what I'm saying, be my guest. 2 threes. You're gonna get that 3-3 prop though for plus money at plus 158. Okay, so I really have some interest in that. His 2 threes, you'll get that for minus 215. Okay, so that's a good number. That's a good number. And Justin Holiday, you'll get his 3-point prop for plus 108. We know he can hit 2, 3, 4 threes. He's hit multiple threes in 2 of his last 3 games. I think he's went over 3 threes in 2 of his last 3 games. If you want to get to 2 threes for him, be my guest. You could probably get those 2 props right there at a pretty nice number right there. Rewind it back if you want to go back here. Guys like Nikola Jokic, Domantas Sabonis. Both of these guys are double-double and triple-double threats here, okay? They have been running the offense through Sabonis since he's been there. So I can already smell a triple-double brewing here. You'll get that for 800, plus 800. Nikola Jokic, you'll get his triple-double plus 135 there. Damn, I don't have a lean in this one, man. I don't have a lean in this one. It should be some points put up here, so it should be a great atmosphere for same game parlays. And, it is what it is. So that's what I got for you guys today, man. Be safe out there, man. Be safe out there, okay? With that being said, man, peace out, man. Peace and love.